friends. And that brings us actually to another Twitter question that's come in. It comes from Chong Wei Ken, who says, with more clubs hiring professional gamers, how many years before online gaming in football, i.e. FIFA, you know that FIFA game that everyone goes on about, is competing with the real thing for popularity? Now, I'll start with you, because I don't get much more old school than Steve McMahon.
Nonsense.
Have you seen how big this is getting, though? EGG, they have international tournaments. All the big clubs now pay someone big money to represent the club at international tournaments.
Well, fair play to them. Let them do what they've got to do. But it's nonsense.
Your grandkids play the computer games? No, your two lads?
No.
No. So it's not
yet. Not yet. Not for me.
But you promise me you'll watch EGG just for 20 minutes. Give it a go.
Eggheads. Look at this. The eggheads.
You're a bit of a gamer, Stan. Don't let the trendy haircut and clothes fool me.
I play FIFA. That's about it.
You play FIFA?
Yeah.
I know one of the trendy questions is: are you a FIFA or a Pro Evo guy?
Every professional football.
Do you lose at that
plays
as well?
FIFA online.
Do you lose at that as well?
Not in my day.
You have a trial with me, mate.
Well, should do, yeah.
That sounds like a challenge.
Not for me, no.
Was it before your time? There's a lot of
a little bit.
The players in camp.
I think Nintendo and all that started around my time, but now they're all on the bus doing
Space Invaders. Remember Space Invaders? That was the one.
Atari. Pong was your one, I should think. Blimey.
The 2017 Meiji Yasuda J1 League. Live on Astro Supersport and HD.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, that turns good men cruel.
No one stays good in this world. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. All we have to destroy him.
The NBA Playoffs on Astro Supersport 4 and Astro Go. Kekuatan, kepantasan dan kekentalan bergabung dalam Kejohanan Rugby Asia 2017 Division 1 secara langsung di Astro Arena dan HD. First and exclusive.
We have always created icons in our own image.
The greatest gladiator match in the history of the world.
It's time for a real battle. You do this, you are on your own. Time to shine. This is awesome!
First and exclusive and all new on Saturdays.
Konsert Rockanova.
Rock bagi saya adalah kemuncak dalam jiwa, kemuncak dalam pemikiran.
Cara kita menyampaikan lagu, cara kita feel lagu tu.
Harapan Mel dapat lagi mewarnai industri muzik ni.
Saya nak jadi Ratu Rock Malaysia, tapi nombor 2 lah.
Konsert akhir Rockanova.
It's mayhem on Fox Sports.
Then battle commence. Oh, yes.
Footballers run riot.
There is! What a strike that is!
Season finales in Europe.
What a game!
And decisive group matches in Asia.
We're ready to rock and roll.
Vettel pulls off a super move there.
F1's race against time. And MotoGP all move to Europe. The Octagon roars. All the way from Texas.
The baddest man on the planet, ladies and gentlemen.
With UFC 211. Style meets grit in Paris.
And he's done it. We have a new champion here.
It's time for Roland Garros on the home of Grand Slams.
Woo!
Since 1968, it's an event that's been associated with one of the great names in the history of the sport, Lord Byron.
The stage is set at Las Colinas, all with their eyes on the same prize.
I'll just go ahead and make it then to show off.
Last year, Sergio Garcia secured the title for the second time in 12 years. The AT&T Byron Nelson, live on Golf Channel.
Come on, Team Malaysia, we'll be cheering you on. Outdo yourselves at the
trickery there once again from Lee Chong-wei.
The entire nation is behind you, Team Malaysia. Feed off our support and let us be your strength on the court. Come on!
And Malaysia have topped Group D.
All eyes and hearts will be glued to the TV come the Sudirman Cup. Malaysia boleh!
New 100 Plus Active. No fizz with added vitamins.
On Daily, find out what City has gone and done for the first time in 6 seasons.
And as the race for 4th place heats up, can Arsenal beat the odds?
Plus, upsets in Rome as the top seeds crash out.
Daily is on your screens regardless of its size. I mean, if you're watching us on your 81-inch TV, well done. If you're catching us on a 20-inch phone or tablet screen, why, hello there.
Yes, she is Swarna. I'm Nadia, welcoming you to our final week this season.
Just 3 more shows to go for us, but not so much in the Premier League. Only 1 more match day left. Now, with the champions already crowned and an end to the relegation battle, there was only 1 more piece of business left to settle.
Oh yes, the race to top 4. 3 teams are still fighting for that final automatic spot into the Champions League, with City still very firmly in the driver's seat. More so after picking up their latest victory at home. This guy was in the thick of it early on, not wasting any time to pull his team ahead. This strike puts Gabriel Jesus on an average of a goal or assist every 62 minutes in the Premier League this season, the best ratio of any player, and City were only getting started.
Sané, Aguero. Sané continuing his run forward. It's De Bruyne, and he's 2. Sets up the first, scores the second. A majestic finish from Kevin De Bruyne. 2 in 2 minutes for Manchester City.
Yaya Toure then ended his goal drought since February of this year. 3-0 to City. West Brom got a consolation goal minutes before the final whistle, held Robson Kanu with his 3rd in the league, leaving Pep Guardiola a very happy boss at the end of the night and clearly still with the ball in his court for that 3rd spot.
We play good against one of the stronger physical teams. The way we played, a lot of control. We conceded just 2 corners and 2 free kicks. And we create, I don't know how many chances, and we concede 1, and we receive 1 goal, and we didn't score the goal we deserved. It was a good night to finish at the stadium with a good victory. And now we are in our hands to finish 3rd. We're going to travel to London to win the game. I would not say it's done in the 4th position, but of course Arsenal has to win 5 or 6-0 to qualify 4th against the Everton of my friend Ronald Koeman, but we are there. So we're going to travel in London to play good performance like today and finish 3rd and go direct to the Champions League.
The W they picked up gives City the longest undefeated run at home in the Premier League in 3 years. Back then, they were unbeaten in 11. It, however, does not come close to the time they went on a run of 37 home games from December 2010 to December 2012 under Roberto Mancini. The match was a rather bittersweet moment for one City player. Pablo Zabaleta came on after the hour mark for his final league match at the Etihad. It marked his 117th appearance at the ground, the most by an outfield player for the Citizens. He was also handed the captain's armband when Vincent Kompany was subbed out.
It's my first year here, but when I see what I saw tonight, I realized immediately how important and how impactful was that guy for that club. Seeing women's cry on the videos means a lot. So he put on the heart on the field. So it was a perfect night, I think, for him, for his family, and absolutely is a legend for that club. Like Joe Hart, like Vincent Kompany, like Yaya Touré, like Sergio Aguero, like these guys for the long time. He created that club and special.
Zavaleta is the player with the 4th most appearances for the club, surpassed by only Richard Dunn, Joe Hart and Kompany, eclipsing Shaun Wright-Phillips by 9 matches from his almost decade-long service. We did say the race for top 4 is in full force today. Now, meanwhile, at the Emirates, Arsenal hosted the already relegated Sunderland. Arsene Wenger made a late decision to start Alexis Sanchez, while Olivier Giroud was given his 2nd consecutive start. The visitors showcased just why they deserve to go down. Didier Ngong's missed kick was a perfect example here. Arsenal thought they've scored the opener 8 minutes in, but Sanchez's shot adjudged to have hit Giroud's hand en route to the net. Check this out. Good call from the ref this time. Now, the Frenchman tried to make amends, but the Black Cats' goalkeeper, Jordan Pickford, stood in his way. More attempts were made, but it was a night when Pickford was preaching, "Thou shalt not pass."
Tonight, maybe we would have given ourselves something to hang on to. But going back to where you started, obviously we had a very good goalkeeper tonight who was outstanding.
Outstanding is the perfect word to describe the 23-year-old's display in North London. He even prompted Wenger to bring on more firepower in the form of Danny Welbeck, and it proved fruitless, but not for long.
Xhaka. Ozil, it must be, it is! It's Alexis Sanchez! Arsenal find a way through!
We needed to be patiently because we played Sunday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday with 2 different away games, and it took us a while to get into our rhythm.
The Chilean with his 22nd league goal of the season, only his 7th at home this campaign. Good timing too. And once he opened the gates, he could not stop firing. Sanchez with his 2nd in the game pretty much sealed the win for the Gunners.
Once he's on the pitch and he gets the ball, he becomes always the devil and forgets his pain.
And with the devil on his side, the Gunners secured their 4th straight league win.
No, a miracle, no. But anyway, I answer for 20 years the question. His top 4 is nothing special, so I don't know why suddenly it could become such a big problem. I'm quite surprised. I want to be absolutely make sure that you are in there, but after that, let's get to 75 points and see what happens. You want all the teams to fight like Sunderland did tonight, and after you have to accept the result. What is for sure, if we win our game, we can only be far from 1 point, for 1 point. So let's give absolutely ourselves every chance.
So the race for that final automatic Champions League spot will go down to the final day of the season. The outsiders, Arsenal, will host Everton, knowing very well they will be counting on the outcome of Liverpool's game with Middlesbrough, while City is pretty much safe due to their superior goal difference. But a 4th place finish will see them in the qualification round. Still so much to play for. All right, over to some tennis now. World #1 Sir Andy Murray ended 2016 as the best player in the world. Since then, the Brit has suffered a torrid time, managing only 1 win at the Dubai Open. In recent times, he was shown the exit faster than he could blow out his birthday candles. There were also exits from Indian Wells to injury, Monte Carlo, Barcelona, Madrid, and now you can add the Rome Masters to that list. And it was a local favourite, Fabio Fognini, who inflicted Murray with a 4th consecutive exit on clay, prompting Sir Andy to look for his 2016 form nowhere to be seen, I'm afraid. The Italian started off strong, making Sir Andy do all the running, and that was also the first break point of the match. Sir Andy continued to struggle, and before you know it, Fognini was up 3-love in the first set.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of things that, I could have done better.
Yes, Sir Andy, there was. Even the way he played left him speechless.
He obviously, he started the match extremely well.
All right, he did, Sir Andy. He did take the first set after all, but then cracks were also slowly starting to show for Fognini.
The only chance I really got was when he was making errors.
Now, those series of errors allowed Sir Andy to come back to 4-5, but all hopes of a comeback was dashed when Fognini converted match point at the first time of asking. Yet, Sir Andy was adamant he played good tennis.
I did actually feel like I played some good tennis. You know, I messed up the match a bit in the third set, but I did actually play some good stuff. You know, but the last couple of weeks has definitely been a struggle, and yeah, a long way from where I'd like to be.
And that was Sir Andy's earliest exit from Rome since 2013, but we can excuse the earlier one, which was due to a back injury. Minus his victory last year, Sir Andy's best record here was the quarterfinal defeat to Rafael Nadal in 2014. Murray wasn't the only big name to fall in Rome. Well, Swarna's got the details.
Yeah, Nads, it was also game over for Maria Sharapova. The Russian was forced to retire due to a thigh injury, but that wasn't before Mariana Lukic-Baroni managed to secure the first set with an ace too. Check that out. Sharapova responded in the second and enjoyed a rather strong start to the third. However, disaster struck when Lukic-Baroni forced the Russian to strain her left thigh even more in this rally, forcing Sharapova to effectively withdraw from the match despite leading 2-love. The bad news didn't stop there, though, for the Russian. Sharapova then learned she may have to play in the qualifiers to feature at Roland Garros.
I just wanted to tell you that I decided not to give to Maria Sharapova a wild card that she asked me. Nobody can deprive her of her two titles here in Roland Garros, but these two titles, she had conquered them according to the rules, and they owe nothing to anyone.
Hang tight, peeps. When Daily Returns find out if this home run made it to our short list of nominees for Play of the Day. See ya.
Josh Bell clears the deck.
Adik ya?
Baiklah, Mak.
Along adik, jangan lupa guna sabun Dettol tu. Bila badan bersih, baru tak ada kuman. Aduh.
Dettol, melindungi setiap detik kehidupan. Dettol 100% yakin.
Gel mandian Dettol, kini RM6.90. Try new Veet Sensitive Touch, especially designed to remove hair from your delicate areas gently without any fear of cuts. Its different heads help trim and style with precision. Just Veet it.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Purchase via Channel 481 or on demand.
Super Rugby on Setanta Sports. All 8 ties from round 13 live, including the Chiefs face off against the Crusaders. Looking left and right. And gets close and scores. The Sunwolves meet the Sharks in Singapore.
Tarnica, is it?
And the Waratahs and Rebels clash in Sydney.
Hooper going for the line. It's over!
Super Rugby round 13. Watch every game on Setanta.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, that turns good men cruel.
No one stays good in this world. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. All we have to destroy him.
Poison, pain, and joy inside my DNA. I got hustle, though, ambition, flow inside my DNA.
it's a tough break. Very hard to react from a game like this.
Soldier's DNA.
Our identity is predicated on the collective. We can't do what we do without the collective on the court.
Soldier's DNA.
Welcome back to Daily. Now, the Golden State Warriors extended their franchise record by winning a 10th straight postseason game. They're the 5th team to reach that mark, but find themselves tied with last season's Cavs, the Spurs' team of 2011 and 2012, and the 2002-2003 Nets squad. Steph Curry led the way in Game 2's blowout win over the Spurs. Nothing was going to stop this Splash Brother from doing what he does best. And after going 43% from downtown in Game 1, Curry upped the ante here, improving to 67% from beyond the arc. He was so good, the Warriors found themselves leading by as many as 30 points in the first half. Greg Popovich with no answers or excuses for his team's lackluster performance.
It's not what I expected. Disappointed. I think we've maybe felt it too much, Kawhi being gone. I don't think they believed. And you have to believe. We'll put, Game 3, I expect to see a different team.
The only light for San Antonio, Jonathan Simmons, with 22 points on the night to lead the scoring, and his message for his teammates ahead of Game 3.
As individuals, as professionals, that we should come with that fire in Game 3, regardless of what happened tonight or what happened in Game 1. We should come out and just be prepared to protect our home floor just like they did.
The last time Spurs trailed 0-2 in the playoffs was 7 years ago. They went on to lose that series to Phoenix 0-4.
It's amazing how
it was also San Antonio's biggest loss deficit in the playoffs. Before today, their worst was 9 seasons ago when they lost by 30 points to the LA Lakers. That was also in the conference finals, in which they lost 4 games to 1. Let's hear from a member of the winning team now. Curry talks about what the Warriors must do to maintain their momentum in Game 3.
We had a point of emphasis of starting the game with a lot more energy and focus on the defensive end so that we could feel a little bit better about ourselves than we did last game in the first quarter. And then after that, you just want to continue to build good habits, sustain the level of play. I don't know how much it'll carry over Game 2 to Game 3 going back to their place. But for us, mentally, we just know what we need to do to be successful against this team, even, with Kawhi back in there, probably.
Had, 7 guys in double figures, with somebody else with 9 points. So, when everybody touching the ball and moving it, we don't have to just say, hey, go get us a basket every time. We can rely on our ball moving more so than just, give me your best scorers the ball and tell them to go score. And then sometimes you need that. You're seeing it throughout the playoffs that we needed that in some games. But, most of the time we rely on movement.
Now, unlike Andy Murray, there was better news for Novak Djokovic. Despite struggling earlier this year and splitting with his entire coaching staff, the French Open champion is finally finding his rhythm once again. In Rome, he faced qualifier Alias Bedene. Well, who is Bedene, you might ask? He's a British tennis player who represented Slovenia from 2008 to 2015. He's currently Britain's number 3. He's won 5 feature and 14 challenger singles titles, and his current ranking may not be very interesting. The world number 55 pushed the 4-time champion here in Rome to the edge in the first set, taking the lead to shock everyone, including his opponent, who almost slipped in disbelief there. It was a back-and-forth set between the two men. When Djokovic led, Bedene would come back to tie things, and when Bedene went ahead, the Joker would level things minutes later. Fortunately for the Serb, he'd closed that tight set in his favour.
Ruthless start.
The second saw the Brit come out guns blazing again, pulling out this Play of the Day nominee. But the world number 2 made no mistake with this match point, sealing an easy 6-2 victory to go through to the 3rd round for an 11th consecutive time.
Back to football, Manchester United face Southampton in their penultimate league match of the season. Now, with Jose Mourinho still complaining about his dilemma with team selection, injuries, and the Europa League final.
It's also difficult. I'm also giving 1 day holiday
a la carte, if you understand what I mean. You know, tomorrow Blind one day off. Tomorrow Mkhitaryan 1 day off. He played 90 minutes or 70 and now 30 more. Herrera 1 day off. But the guys that play 90 minutes, I cannot give day off if I want them to play against Southampton because they need the 2 recovering days. It's a la carte and trying to have the people the best they can, but 1 day off, you are right. Sometimes you need a day off and they don't know what a day off is. So this is a period in 1 week where I have to give 1 day off. You know, I gave to Valencia. It has to be, and against Crystal Palace 2 or 3 more, and against Southampton 2 or 3 more, and let's try to arrive in the final in the best possible conditions. In the top of that, the accumulation of big injuries, not small, not the injuries that you think, okay, hamstring, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. No, it's surgery. Boom, boom, boom. It's surgery. 1 knee, another foot, just big surgeries. So less players and less players and less players. So very difficult. I don't want to feel a team where people has the feeling that we are not fighting for the result. We are fighting for the result. So I'm going to rotate people. As I was saying, Blind will not be playing against Southampton. Fellaini will, because he's not playing the last 3 matches. And these are examples of try not to accumulate, but people has to play because we don't have other players, and I cannot put 4 or 5 kids all together in the fire. I cannot do that to the kids.
The Saints host the Red Devils on SuperSport 3 Thursday morning, and then on Friday, it's last year's champs attempting to rain on Spurs' parade, also on channels 816 and 834 in HD.
Yeah, I can't wait for those. But coming up after the break, we reveal the winner of our Play of the Day, and that's after we hear from Fernando Alonso talking about taming the monster that is the Indy 500. Back in 2 clicks.
Jaga adik ya?
Baiklah, Mak.
Along adik, jangan lupa guna sabun Dettol tu. Bila badan bersih, baru tak ada kuman. Aduh.
Dettol, melindungi setiap detik kehidupan. Dettol 100% yakin.
Gel mandian Dettol, kini RM6.90. Try new Veet Sensitive Touch, especially designed to remove hair from your delicate areas gently without any fear of cuts. Its different heads help trim and style with precision. Just Veet it.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage that turns good men cruel.
No one stays good in this world. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. All I have to destroy him.
The Sudirman Cup 2017 on Astro SuperSport 4 and Astro Go.
If the Empire has this kind of power, what chance do we have?
We have hope. Rebellions are built on hope.
Rogue One, a Star Wars story.
Purchase via Channel 481 or on demand.
The sick, twisted world of thrills. This is our world. MotoGP, live on the Fox Sports Network.
Welcome back to Daily. We're in Pennsylvania for Pittsburgh versus Washington in the MLB. The away team took the lead first thanks to Jason Worth, but Josh Harrison replied for the Pirates with this, clearing the decks to tie it at 1 apiece. Now, it didn't matter because Washington ran ahead to lead 6-1 by the 6th. To make matters worse, Ryan Zimmerman's error at second base that allowed Pittsburgh to close the gap, Josh Bell and Francisco Cervelli making it back home. Then, Bryce Harper sent that one out of here. How about that, right? It was his 13th home run of the season, and he has now made a home run in every ballpark. Can you believe it? Washington win 8-4.
It's in the river.
Staying in America, two-time Formula One world champion Fernando Alonso has decided not to participate at the Monaco Grand Prix this year. Instead, he wants to try his luck at Indy 500. The McLaren Honda driver will be looking to be the only other person, apart from Graham Hill, to win the Triple Crown of motorsport. That's winning the Monaco Grand Prix, which he has already won twice, the Indianapolis 500 and Le Mans.
No, I felt okay. I felt as I expected. You know, obviously, here is very important to keep close to the car in front of you, to take the benefit on the next straight. So it was useful. I think I'm on the best team for that. We are 6 cars, and we were running together. So my teammates were amazing, helping me. I knew that they were taking care of me in some moments of the run. So that was good. And yeah, you know, first time for me, you know, learning here and there, every lap, you know, when I follow them, what they do, how they attack the next corner or the next lap, how they prepare the overtaking. So, you know, it was very useful and very productive day.
Alonso has not ventured into Le Mans racing yet, but should he tackle the beast that is the Indianapolis 500, he'd sit alongside some illustrious names, such as 3-time Formula One world champion Sir Jackie Stewart, 2-time F1 world winner Graham Hill, and 2003 Monaco GP winner Juan Pablo Montoya. Good luck, Fernando.
All right, guys, we finally come to the part of the show where we reveal our play of the day.
Yes, that is right, Swarna. And if you've been with us all the way, you would have noticed some of our nominees.
Alias Betanay, Bryce Harper, and Kevin De Bruyne. But sadly, we couldn't go with all of them. So who did we decide to go with instead, Nuts?
Our play of the day goes to Roman Josie of the Nashville Predators.
The Swiss scored a power play goal with just over 2 minutes left on the clock to give the Predators a 2-1 series lead over the Anaheim Ducks. That's in the Western Conference Finals of the NHL.
And you can clearly see what it meant to everyone at the Bridgestone Arena. Wow, what a celebration, right? So that was our final story of the day. We are finally at the end of the show.
Okay, Nads, I think they get it. What's up with that?
Sorry. I'm just a bit emotional because this is like my final show of the season.
Are you okay? Okay. Guys, make sure you tune in this entire week. I'm sure there are a couple more emotional goodbyes as the season comes to a close, especially mine tomorrow.
Yours
you don't want to miss that.
All right, that one's coming. So
huge
huge thanks to you guys for sticking around. Thank you so much for watching. I'm a bit like flustered. Bye, guys. Sorry, I'm gonna cry.
The 2017 Meiji Yasuda J1 League. Live on Astro Supersport and HD.
That's how it starts. The fever, the rage, that turns good men cruel.
No one stays good in this world. He has the power to wipe out the entire human race. All I have to destroy him.
The sick, twisted world of thrills.
Bagi tahu macam mana keadaan dia? Daihatun tak bagi saya tengok. Dia halau saya keluar. Tapi dari apa yang saya nampak tadi, keadaan dirinya memang...
On the Fox Sports Network.